And even in the first innings, we were discussing about the brutal pace, the raw pace attack, the bowlers, the favors of Wasim Akram and Wakar Yunis. So exposure to this competitive matches is also vital when playing in different conditions and against the various levels of opposition. So the Hong Kong is also like the country called Pakistan. So Pakistan is one of the country who produce the fast bowlers from those days to till now. It is there with them.
Your man is Sherwin. Start off with a back foot strike. They're going for 2 runs. Well protected there by the deep fielders. The deep cover region. Good running between wickets and a good call as well from ALAYSIA.
Sherwin is the new man in. Nasrullah. So he got a wicket here. So let's see if he's going to be the game changer. But now, Sherwin at number 3, Vijay.
We have seen this more often before, but not in the recent past. What a lovely bowling again from Nasrullah. He's bowling on the good length region, and it's not easy for the batters to attack such a bowling. It will take some time for them to get adapted and also test the bowlers and their stamina. I'm sure they would, Sherwin and ALAYSIA would be thinking about building a partnership from here.
This ground is like a bread and butter for Sherwin. He's played a lot of matches here. You know the conditions very well, like how to react according to the situations.
Once again, well bowled by Nasrullah with an outswinger, lateral movement, which is a good sign. And asking batter like Sherwin to go for a drive and also slip in place would be a dangerous one.
One ball to go. So no sort of bigger hesitation. He needs to play a calm innings because there is a long way to go for Malaysia to win this match. 280.
Once again, there's a bit of surprising bounce from Nasrullah to Sherwin. By end of the 4 overs, Malaysia are 18 for loss of 1 wicket. And have you noticed, John, one thing? There was a third slip. The third slip was placed in between gully and the normal third slip region. And the third slip was also once again facing the square leg umpire. Not the orthodox one. It was looking a little bit of unorthodox, which means that apparently they were expecting some kind of outside edge, and with an extra bounce what Nasrullah can able to generate, they were expecting that catch.
It's all about the belief. Even from the beginning in the second innings, we have seen that fielding setup.
There we go. One more wicket falls down for Malaysia A. Atikul Rahman this time done the trick for Hong Kong China A team. ALAYSIA is the man who got dismissed for 6 runs. Malaysia A are in deep trouble.
Very, very big, deep trouble. 18 for the loss of 2. So which means Malaysia have lost their another wicket. And in this replay, we will get a clear picture. A slip has been placed with the pace attack from Atikul Rahman. Additionally, not able to execute his plan. And straight away, the ball was going and sitting in the hands of that slip fielder. So superb catch. It's 18 for the loss of 2 here. Malaysia A in this big chase of 290 plus. Boss, I have to tell you, this is going to be a really, really a big battle.
Well, that's
Malaysia.
absolutely true. We can't deny that factor. Well, John, I would like to differentiate one point. As you see right now, there was a slip catch, and Atikul Rahman has got a wicket. But in the previous over from Nasrullah, there was a fielder, like I said, placed in between gully and the third slip, facing the fielder facing squarer. The reason for which they had that kind of a field set is because they're trying to make batter to lunge down for the cover drive. Unless and until if the player, I mean the batter, lunges down for a cover drive and then they get a nick of an outside edge, that's the only possibility of getting that kind of catch to the third slip fielder, especially placed in that kind of a position. Otherwise, as you have seen, slip regulation catch, where it was just a slight front foot movement, and batter got nicked an outside edge, in the top of the bat, simple one, regulation catch. This is what the difference between that and this slip placement. This time, Atikul Rahman has bowled with a dot ball to new batter Diaz Patro Deepak Kumar.
So you were mentioning about the field position which has been kept by Hong Kong, China A. There are many teams which we can discuss, like if we take on the Aussies during the middle over, the focus shift to building the partnership, rotation of strikes.
Well, there was a bit of hesitation between these two batters, Deepak Kumar and Sherwin, and no run taken, dot ball coming into the play.
And also the teams which empathize that quick ground fielding and sharp catching, which can turn tight matches in their favor. So it's all about the game plan and like how we implement and get into that adaptability. A good game plan is never rigged.
What a lovely in-swinging bowling from Atikul Rahman, completely beaten by the pace. Deepak Kumar had no clue at all. But John, I would like to make one more point. I did commentary for even women's Hong Kong China team. The way we have seen that placement of field, third slip fielder facing squarer, I've seen even in the women's team such a kind of thing happening. Nothing new. What a good ball from Atikul Rahman. Dot ball again. Yes, John.
Yeah, that's the approach, and like how you adjust according to the bowler's plans and the batter's tendencies. So I maybe like see that is what the best example I've just given you. We just take the Aussies, like how they went with their game plans in 2003 and 2004. From now, you see there is a lot of dilemma. The game has been completely got changed.
Once again, a very good bowling from Atikul Rahman, a dot ball, a wicket. What a lovely start for Hong Kong China A team. By end of the 5 overs, Malaysia A are 18 for loss of 2 wickets. You're absolutely true, John. In 2003-4, we have seen some unconventional field sets which were being placed by Ricky Ponting.
It's the tenure period, like I don't know whether you remember this match, like when Ishan Sharma was coming to the bat at number 10 or number 9, if I'm not wrong. At that point, it was actually a ODI match, I guess, seems like, when it was surrounded by almost 8 to 9 fielders, on close to the Ishan Sharma.
Nasrullah continuing. That's a good flick shot from Sherwin. And he has picked up a single. Well, talking about that one, it reminds me of even in 1999 when Australia flew to Zimbabwe, where there were like about 8 to 9 fielders placed, 8 fielders in fact, placed in the slip cordon. One fielder who was in mid-off and mid-off region. And of course, the 11th one was the bowler. So I can still remember those incidents where some unorthodox kind of field sets which were being placed. But that was different one. But mid-on or mid-off coming bit closer and standing next to the umpire were something out of the box. Once again, Well bowled by Nazrullah with a good lateral movement away from the batter with a good bounce as well.
We have to agree this the dynamics of the game, which has got changed in the modern cricket. It has become a game-changing aspect of strategy. Inside the 30-yard circle, or the boundary saving, or the diving drops, deep cover innovations, catching points, and those reflex fielding. So we can anticipate the edges and intercept the quick shots. So this happens even in the fielding too.
Good back foot shot from Deepak Kumar. They're going for the second run and comfortably getting it. Absolutely true, John. Dynamics keep changing.
Yep, you see those days, our legendary cricketers, they don't have, they don't show their much of aggressive kind of thing. But nowadays, the fielders, you see in the matches, they have got that explosive agility and anticipation rather than the static positions. Glenn Phillips can take the maximum number of the catches from anywhere. So he's like a dolphin. He's like flying like from anywhere.
Clean bowled. What a lovely bowling from Nazrullah. Batter Deepak Kumar was clueless. He was stunned with the pace and the line and length of Nazrullah. Third wicket down for Malaysia A. A pack of cards are rattling down so quickly.
Absolute pitch of a delivery from this bowler. Nasrullah attacking with this brutal pace, and Diaz Patro not even have the idea to face this ball because there is no bigger response from him, and the ball was straight away coming and hitting the stumps. Now you have to accept that my point, like what I was just telling in the second innings, right from the ball one, the pace attack from the Hong Kong China this bowlers are pretty much decent.
I completely agree with you. There's no doubt about it. There's no debate about it as well. And we are witnessing that. And look at the pace, bounce, swing. They have combination of everything. So I accept your point for sure. And it's all about tactics as well. The field set and how do you proceed further. And of course, I would also give credit to Wahir as well. Although he couldn't able to continue his second over, he has bowled a couple of wides and he has stopped in between. But yet he had also had a good bounce, which we need to appreciate it. New man in, Syed Aziz, left-handed batter. 2 slips are placed for him. Nasrullah will be bowling his 5th ball of the second over. He has a partner who is an experienced campaigner, Sharvin Muniandi. Malaysia A are right now in deep trouble. They need someone who can able to stabilize this partnership. Syed Aziz is on strike. Umpire signals wide. 2 slips placed for the reason for an extra outswing. What bowler can able to generate?
See, the reason for the success of Hong Kong China A, it's not only about the blend of athleticism and the skill and strategy they follow, their strength and weakness. It's in n number of matches do they play. If you just take part on the Associate Nations cricket, can talk more on that point. But they've got that experience.
Well negotiated by Syed Aziz. Dot ball coming into the play. 5 balls up in this 5th over. Nazrullah is doing absolutely wonderful. He's picked up a couple of crucial wickets in his first 2 overs. Still a ball left for the completion of the second over. Conceded just 6 runs so far. Syed Aziz is on strike. Well, there's a change of guard as well. Nasrullah will be bowling to Syed Aziz from over the wicket. Well bowled by Nasrullah once again.
আজকাল কেউ অনেক টাকা পকেটে রাখে
ও থাকতেও দেখো না কিছু, এই যে আমার ব্যাংক,
আমাদের প্রত্যেকের পকেটে পকেটে ব্যাংক
যে কোনো লেনদেন, টাকা জমানো ওঠানোর জন্য রকেট।
রকেট ডাচ বাংলা ব্যাংক মোবাইল ব্যাংকে টাকার রকেট।
Early hour presentation? Be there sharp with Pathao Car Plus. Sudden outing with buddies? Everyone will fit inside Pathao Car Max. Date night? Arrive polished with Pathao Car Prime. For every ride you need, there's a Pathao car for you. Pathao Car, here with you.
Very well, and how they're going to tackle the bowlers of Hong Kong, China A. So that is going to be the bigger question right now. Atikul Rahman.
Good straight drive from Sharvin Muriandi, and he has got a boundary here. What a lovely start for Sharvin. Despite the fact that Malaysia here lost 3 wickets, it would be a thumping start between these two batters and to build partnership to take it to next place.
Tall man, longer hand, just a small reflex from him, and not even a big power been shown by Sharvin Moniandi. He's at number 3 today, and he needs to play a responsible innings.
Well bowled by Atikul Rahman. What a comeback for him.
The boundary being conceded, and then the dot ball. So, Baimas Oval, Vijay, atmosphere is relaxed and engaging. The noise of huge crowds, every sound on the field becomes noticeable.
Once again, a good ball with a bounce from Atikul Rahman. Oh, I would cherish this facility award given by Malaysia Cricket Association, Biomas Oval. It's a sporting wicket. If you're really talented, if you are having the skills, if you're a good bowler, if you have good wrist movements, wrist position, and you can able to move the ball, you'll be getting wickets for sure. Well batted by Sharvin Muniandi, and a dot ball coming into the account of Atikul Rahman. And if you're a good batter, if you can able to wait for some time patiently, and if you can able to convert this to a bigger innings, absolutely you can do that. And boundaries are also not so big. You can time the ball well and you can get it. Sharvin Muniandi reflect the ball onto the onside, picked up a single.
I'm not telling and finishing in a wrong note. See, if you just take this Biomas Oval, sometimes the roadsides, the crowds will be getting entertained towards this beautiful cricket match. If I just want to tell, in Chennai, there is a ground called Somasundaram, which is very, very familiar ground for all the gully cricket. People can come and play the cricket. But this is absolutely an international standards. But even though the crowds are getting very, excited towards this beautiful matches, whenever the cricket matches usually happens here, because the typical Malaysian climate, rain at one area and the another end, the sun will be there. And this environment can be both motivating and also the challenging one. It's an enjoyable venue, I guess.
Absolutely true. Last ball coming up from Atikul Rahman. Syed Aziz flicks the ball onto the onside, picking up a single. 7 overs completed. Malaysia A are 28 for loss of 3 wickets. So, John, I would like to make a point about Somasundaram ground. It's a very historical ground. None of the people of this generation would know about it. A lot of players from international circuit like T.A. Shekhar. If you talk about Hemant Kumar, who played for Tamil Nadu, there are a lot of players who started their career in the Somasundaram ground. Even W.V. Raman played several times in the Somasundaram ground to practice his cricket and hone his skills. So it's a wonderful ground, but off late they haven't maintained well.
Yes, there are only few grounds which are can say near to the roadsides, because this is absolutely international standard. But people can watch this match from the roadside, so that is what the point which I was about to say.
This time going for an appeal by the bowler, but umpire says it's a wide. Well, John, talking about watching from ground side, I think Marina will be good. It's a good site where the seashore is there, and audience can also watch it from the outside of the ground, and it's a good site. In fact, the international cricket also have been played a long time back. I mean, not the international status probably, but the international teams stood there, played their practice matches as well. Nasrullah continuing his first ball of the third over with a dot ball.
Yeah, you have to just realize this thing. If someone is going, near to that stadium, near to the Baimas Oval, the roadside in the bike, if someone is getting a thought like, what is happening there inside the ground? Okay, there is a cricket match is going. Okay, we'll go and have a watch on that game. This creates a natural connection between the game and the public, making cricket feel, because it's more alive and part of everyday life. We go through lots and stuff in our day-to-day life activities. This cricket is absolutely a beautiful connection to the people.
Good short pitch ball from Nazrullah, and well dispatched by Syed Aziz. Yes, got boundary here. Malaysia are with the drought of boundaries, and this is the boundary which will be very happy for them.
Not the right length to bowl against this left-hand batter, so it will be a boundary. Nasrullah trying to get back his length better. Syed Aziz, he gets the boundary.
So, John, there's another ground in Malaysia, YST UKM Oval, where it has a similar vibes of Biomass Oval. You can see the match from outside the ground as well. That is also one of the beautiful venues in Malaysia. Good shot of the length this time from Nazrullah, but no run taken there. A dot ball.
And the same kind of fielding setup from Hong Kong China A from the initial stage, what we have seen from the pace bowlers. Again, they are sticking to the basics. So you see the distance from the first slip, and also that maybe you can see it as a gully, the distance. There is a big distance between the first slip and also that fielder.
But the gully would be placed a little bit backward. But anyway, it's again innovative kind of a way to bring the gully a little bit ahead. Good drive from Syed Aziz, and ball is turned into the boundary. He has got the second boundary on style. What a lovely start for Syed Aziz. This is what Malaysia A would be looking forward to. They would be looking forward to break the barriers and somehow manage to build a partnership, get the boundaries in regular succession.
Just a gentle push from Syed Aziz. Not even a full power being shown from him, but the speed of the ball, and it has been given the credits to Syed Aziz on playing that beautiful shot. 2 more to go in this over.
Lovely delivery from Nazrullah. Is gone for an appeal. Has umpire given him out? It seems to be looking like umpire is not convinced. Well, it's not out. So it's a good one for Malaysia A. And John, you were wondering where the clouds went from Malaysia Biomass Oval. It has come to Chennai, I suppose. Well, Syed Aziz is on strike. Once again, a gentle push by Syed Aziz and no run taken there. He's so strong on the covers region. By end of the 8 overs, Malaysia A at 37, the loss of 3 wickets. What a lovely start for Nazrullah. He has bowled 3 overs, conceded 15 runs and picked up 2 wickets.
And only Chennai knows the conditions very well. What is the scene right now in Chennai? Even 2 tender coconut is not enough for us.
It is as similar as Malaysia. You get drenched, you get soaked with the sweat so easily. Well, Sharvin Muniandi is on strike facing Atikul Rahman. Good flick shot from Sharvin Muniandi. This time ball is travelling quicker than before. And he has got a boundary as well. Sharvin Muniandi is unstoppable with his boundaries. This is what Malaysia A would be looking forward from him.
He came at number 3 and he's just showing his full potential, like what he is having in his batting skill. And that's the wonderful boundary being scored by Sharvin Muniandi at the right time. Malaysia A, they were in really deep trouble on losing the first 3 key important batters. Now it is the responsibility of Sharvin Muniandi to settle.
Good bowling from Atikul Rahman. Bowling on the good length region. Nothing much can be done by Sharvin Muniandi there.
And for this batter, I guess, for Sharvin Muniandi, we see we have not seen that same kind of fielding setup or what they did in the previous over.
Once again, well bowled by Atikul Rahman with a little bit of extra bounce. The equation for Malaysia is getting a bit tougher. 258 runs required from 41.3 overs. Required run rate is 6.22. So they should make sure that they are starting with a good plan and trying to get a score by at least rotating the strike with the singles and doubles, like how Hong Kong China A did. Lovely drive from Sharvin Muniandi, but no run taken there.
Atikul Rahman conceding a boundary and then coming back with 3 dot balls on the trot. Something a serious talent to watch out from the Hong Kong China A. Sharvin Muniandi, he needs to take time and he needs to settle and play for the next few overs. That would be going to be a good sign if we do that thing.
Lovely drive from Sharvin Muniandi, and this time it's a boundary. The result seems to be looking as handsome as the way he has hit the ball. His drive was elegant and it was looking absolutely orthodox and classy.
Sometimes we like this cover drive, this kind of shots very well, only if few batters play those shots, right? Just an example, if you want to give it the Sachin Tendulkar, we all know that how we play that shot. And Sharvin Muniandi, this is a beautiful class from him.
Well defended. And now you can talk about this defense as well. It was looking really handsome. Textbook defense, I would call it as. By end of the 9 overs, Malaysia A are 45 for 3. You mentioned rightly, some players we would give more of an adjective because of the timing, elegance, the class altogether, it would be looking really good. And you can watch n number of times replays. Still you would feel that it's a learning manual, coaching manual to the kids who want to learn cricket.
And to add on your point, that one cover drive from that one particular player, we will be talking for the whole day with our friends.
You mean Sachin Tendulkar? Nasrullah will be continuing his fourth over. What a well-directed bouncer from him. Wonderful bouncer. I'm quite impressed with this lad, Nasrullah. He is mixing up the pace and he has a good swing as well. And for the previous delivery, it was absolutely well-directed bounce.
It has to be there. Nasrullah, 15 for 2 so far in his bowling spell.
Like shot from Syed Aziz. Single taken there.
.253 is the chase is still on for Malaysia A. Vijay, what could be that one thing what Malaysia A they needs to do at this stage if they want to win this match?
It is quite simple. Everyone knows, you know, I know, even the spectators know, to build this partnership. Nothing else. They just require this partnership. Like how Hafiz Khan and other batter did it. But shot of the length from Nasrullah and has got a catch. He has got one more wicket here. Nasrullah has picked up the third wicket. Sharvin Muniandi, the main batter, has got dismissed in a soft way. He has given the catch.
What can I say? What can I say? 46 for 4 down right now, Malaysia A. Sharvin Muniandi was looking stronger because we have seen some shots being played by him, and Nasrullah is picking up his third wicket in this game. Such a massive start which has been produced by Hong Kong China A right from the ball one, this initial stage, and till now Hong Kong China A, they have been doing a fantastic job. So it's like a big bad situation for Malaysia A. 4 wickets down for them, and it's hard time for them to oak up in this game.
Nasrullah was bowled an amazing spell. In fact, has come as a replacement for Wahid, but he grabbed that opportunity with both hands. What a lovely spell. 3.3 overs, considered just 16 runs, picked up 3 wickets, and all those 3 wickets are absolutely important wickets for Malaysia A. Perhaps they were there, the scenario would have been completely different. But now, Nasrullah has changed the game around, and Hong Kong China A are right now dominating to some extent of the game, unless and until Malaysia A builds a partnership and studies the batting with about like 50 to 60 runs without any kind of distraction.
আপনার সেন্সোডাইন এখন আরো সুরক্ষিত সুরক্ষিত কিনা নিশ্চিত হতে
This is not the scorecard we wanted to see from Malaysia A. Absolutely a disastrous thing.
A bit short of the length. A single taken by Amir Khan, the new batter. That's a smart way of rotating the strike to experienced player Syed Aziz. Fifth ball coming up from Nasrullah. He's bowling to Syed Aziz, who scored 10 runs from 11 balls. What a lovely bowling and a good flick shot from Syed Aziz.
Almost on the patch.
A run.
Syed Aziz, 11 of 12. So Amir Khan will be the new man in. And this one more ball is it to go in this over. They needed some time, I guess, for Malaysia A. They need to regroup and have a chat.
Last ball coming up from Nazrullah. Amir Khan is on strike. What a lovely bowling from Nazrullah. He swung the ball away from the batter. No run taken there. What an amazing over from Nazrullah. He just conceded 3 runs, picked up a wicket, a couple of dot balls. By another 10 overs, Malaysia A are 48 for 4.
Ten overs have got completed. Malaysia A 48 for the loss of 4. Batting is not just about the hitting runs, it's about the timing, technique, and the mental strength. So when a team or the individual is struggling with the bat, it reflects the challenges of facing the disciplined bowling. Siders is on 11. Amir Khan is his co-partner. Atiqul Rahman. And we know what he did in his first 5 overs. A decent bowling spell, Vijay, from Atiqul Rahman.
Absolutely. Unless until you get the support as a bowling unit, and you also support as a bowler to the bowler who's really bowling well, as a team we can't be successful. So Atiqul Rahman was supporting very well to Nazrullah.
It's all about the quality in the bowling, the pace and getting that swing and spin, or the variations like the slow balls can unsettle the battles. At one hand, Nasrullah with his brutal pace attack, and the another end, Atiqul Rahman is doing a fantastic job. So it's not about the bad deliveries and how you handle the pressure situation. So when restricting the eye chase, recovering from early wickets can put batters under immense pressure. So this ball has been stopped. In this 49 runs, Malaysia have lost the first 4, Vijay.
Well, as we have already seen, when Bahrain 2 to Malaysia, they had very good pace attack, and this time Hong Kong China A also has a very good pace attack. I'll come back to that point. All right, so it's a dot ball. Getting back to point, Malaysia A players or even Malaysia have to focus on encountering the pace attack. The first 6 overs in T20 format and in the first 10 overs in the 50 overs format. They have to make sure that they're not losing the wickets like this, how we have seen right now, 4 wickets down with 49 runs on board. Because as they get to more of a international stage, they would be facing more of a vicious and dangerous pace attack where they need to go on against them, and losing the wickets probably because of with enthusiasm what they have to score runs may rattle the batting order like this.
Pretty much an interesting shot to see in this game. Amir Khan with this putting his whole body towards the ball, and have a look at that shot.
Single-handed shot and played comfortably, and the boundary comes into the play for Malaysia A.
With the boundary, 50 up for Malaysia A, and it is not the easier one to pick up that single-handed shot, Vijay.
Absolutely. When the bowlers are on attacking mode, it's not easy to play with a single hand, and they can't take it easy. 11 overs up, Malaysia A are 53 for 4, and Nazrullah will be continuing his 5th over, which seems to be looking interesting. It will test his stamina and endurance level. It's hot and humid here in Biomass Oval, but yet Nazrullah is all set to bowl with the pace and the bounce. Syed Aziz is on strike with 12 runs.
Short ball tempted the batter. Syed Aziz played a brilliant one here. How many times we have seen this man, this champion, hitting the short balls like this and putting the ball over the boundary ropes. Excellent pickup from Syed Aziz, proving that he is the strongest contender and he is a fighter.
Anything short of the length? Thank you, says Syed Aziz. He will dispatch it. So Nazrullah already got punished earlier. A couple of overs back. He should be cautious that he's bowling to Syed Aziz. He can't be complacent as he has picked up 3 wickets. He has to be focused with the right line and length, especially when he's bowling to Syed Aziz.
Oh, just a flick. I'm just getting the resemblance of Sanat Jayasuriya on those days. This flick reminds me a shot how Sanat Jayasuriya used to play for Sri Lanka on those days. Maybe Vijay, you might also getting that thought.
Absolutely, it's a good use of wrist by Syed Aziz. He has picked the ball well with a good timing, and it was looking easy and convenient for Syed Aziz to get that boundary. So that's how they will be converting the runs from singles and doubles to boundaries. Back-to-back 2 boundaries for Syed Aziz.
And this is good cricket from Syed Aziz. So in this last over, we were discussing that one-handed shot played by the batter. Then how Chris Gayle can hit a 6 in with one hand? How it is possible for him?
Yeah, it's all about power which he has, and at the same time, it's all about timing. Unless and until you have timing, you can't do that. David Warner did it. Matthew Hayden did it several times in the past. So does Chris Gayle. It's all about timing and also power.
One more flicker from Syed Aziz, keeping the fielders in hunt. So sometimes the singles will definitely help you at some cases. Syed Aziz playing a beautiful game here, 22 of 18. So Amir Khan needs to step up and he needs to give some company.
What a good comeback for Malaysia after this drinks break. So it's going to be the 12th over, which is bowled by Nazrullah. Still, he has 2 more balls left. But ever since they came back for the last 2 overs, the plan and the execution of Malaysia A batters are a bit different. They are starting to attack the bowlers. It also seems to be looking like Hong Kong China A bowlers are a bit on back foot now at the moment.
What a bouncer from Nasrullah. 4.4. And he picked up 3 crucial wickets for Hong Kong China A. Even after the 10 overs, this ball is reacting much better for the space bowler Nasrullah. And he's got that nice energy.
Well, I'm quite impressed with Nazrullah. He's getting more often of bouncers comparing with any other bowler so far bowled today. He is trying to use his weapon very well.
No ball being called from the straight umpire. At least there could be a license will be coming for the Malaysia A right now. A free hit opportunity. Syed Aziz is on strike. So I guess it should be Amir Khan. So 66 of 4 right now. Free hit indications shown from the straight umpire. It's the alert for all the spectators, those who are watching this match from the ground can catch this ball from anywhere, or it is going to be a another mix-up from Nasrullah. We have to wait and watch. Is there any drama in this free hit? Nasrullah to Amir Khan, a free hit. Hit straight. And this is no chance for the fielder to go and stop the ball because, as Vijay says, and also the Ravi Shastri says, this ball went.
Absolutely. Amir Khan had a power, punch, and also the class. The ball went as quick as Usain Bolt. Now, let me change that idiom. Nasrullah, I guess he should also try to come up with a back of the arm delivery so that could be a massive weapon because he already has in and out swingers and he has a good pace and he has good bouncers as well. And the bouncer also, sometimes what I feel is, there are like, as Andy Roberts says, there are 3-4 kind of bouncers. One is like the bouncer targeting ribs, another one bouncer targeting forehead. So this one, the one which Nasrullah is bowling, more often I find it like the bouncer which is targeting the forehead but not accurately. But I feel it should attack onto the body of the batter rather than somewhere away from the batter.
This over went like a long over for Hong Kong, China A. 70 for the loss of 4 here, Malaysia A, after this solo has been bowled out.
Well, I would like to make one more point, John. The observation of the keeper these days in the T20 cricket era. You would have even watched it in IPL as well. Keepers are immediately removing the gloves and they are going with the single gloves and going for a throw for runouts or whatever. It seems to be more of a regulation these days rather than in previous days. Unless and until if it's required, keepers do not open the glove. Nowadays, you find immediately keepers are removing the gloves and going with a single glove and trying to throw.
If I talk about on this point, it could be a big debate because, like in wicket keeping, cricket is as much as about the anticipation, presence of mind from where it all started. I don't know. For the people who watch cricket in the recent years, they might be till that one name. It's none other than MS Dhoni. This action, though seemingly small, reflects the confidence, resting hands and adjusting the grip, confidence signal. And whenever, if that run-out chance is there, you see Mahendra Singh Dhoni immediately removing his gloves and throwing the ball onto the stumps and getting that chance as much as possible. It shows the batter and the team that the keeper is relaxed and in control. The mental reset. Gasanfa.
Leg spin in right now into the attack in the form of Gazamfar. A tall and strong man, Gazamfar. We already seen him in the bat for Hong Kong China A team. Now slip is also placed for Amir Khan.
Actually, the point to add, which you were telling, that removing the gloves from the wicket keeper, even the loss of the game tells a protocol. But you see, this cricket is actually becoming a fast-paced game, like a football. So in a minute, in a second, anything can happen. And even yesterday, what Avish Khan did near to the boundary ropes, that 4 of Rishad Pant. Oh, is this ball went for a bigger one? They have the fielder out there inside the circle. I think there is a drop catch, I guess, Vijay.
Well, catches win the matches. Unfortunately, the drop of catch, it could be a costly one. So wicketkeeper removing the gloves. I can still remember in 99, 2000, 2001, Adam Gilchrist used to do, Nayan Mungia used to do. But more often we don't see that in those days. But nowadays you see often. Back to point here, Gazamfar.
Some runs
Bowling
are
to
coming for Malaysia A.
Gazamfar is a kind of a bowler. I guess he will be getting a slight turn, which is like a leg spin, leg break. He can get it, and I think it might be very difficult for him to get googly with this action. But if he does, that would be a wicket earning kind of bowling.
26 of 21. Yes, Gasanfa is bowling his first over and he's just taking the time to read the conditions. So that's why the skipper has been given the ball to Gasanfa. Oh, catching opportunity. The slip has been placed, and yes, we were telling the same thing in the previous over too. But the speed of the ball couldn't able to go and sit in the hands of that slip fielder.
What is going around? What is going around here? Well, there was a catch. It could have been grabbed. Don't ask me who was the batter. It was Syed Aziz. Probably his wicket would have changed the game around, and it could have been like another wicket down, and it could also give opportunity for next couple.
প্লাস্টিকের যুগ শেষ, ননস্টিকের যুগ শুরু। ননস্টিক
এর অ্যান্টিস্টেইন পলিমার টেকনোলজি দাগ ধুলা ময়লাকে দেয়ালে লাগতেই দেয় না। সাথে ডাবল শিন, সুপার স্মুথনেস আর 5 বছরের গ্যারান্টি। এশিয়ান পেইন্টস আল্ট্রা ননস্টিক ইন্টেরিয়র প্রিমিয়াম ইমালশন।
He might be, I guess, that one good hope for Malaysia A at this point. And of course, myself and Vijay also want the Malaysia A to win this match. But it's all about the one good side who do a better job. They will be getting a win. Amir Khan, Mohammad Aizaz. So another change in the bowling from Hong Kong China A. So not even a spinner as of now.
No, there was one spinner. Gazamfar bowled one spinner, leg spinner.
Which means that the continuation, I was about to say that after the 10 overs, so you see in the Malaysia A, there were the continuous spinners who bowled inside the middle overs. There should be a boundary, I guess. No, it seemed they have the fielder out there. Syed Aziz, not for the very first time. One more flick.
Well, Malaysia generally, when they are playing against any other country, Syed Aziz does a lot of contribution with both bat and ball. And even as a captain, he does a lot of tactical decisions. He is like 4-dimension player for Malaysia. And again, today we are watching Syed Aziz scored 30 runs from 24 balls. He's still there as an out batter, picked up 4 wickets as well.
$80 for 4. At one point of time, Malaysia A, they were literally struggling, and now this scorecard tells, okay, Malaysia A, they were actually coming at the better position. But you have to take this in your mind. 219 is still, there is another big chase is on for Malaysia A to win this match from 36.3 overs. Lot more job has to be done. Mohammad Aizaz getting that run up. Beautifully bowled.
Well, to continue with Syed Aziz, I guess if he can able to get good support, like how Amir Khan right now is supporting, he's played 13 balls with 11 runs on the board. If such a kind of good and strong support given by the other batter, I guess this partnership can be very, very big and also crucial for Malaysia A. This is where I sometimes feel like Malaysia and Malaysia are missing out, the partnership aspect. The partnership aspect in the sense when an established player like Virenthi or Syed Aziz or Sharvin when they even Ahmed Faiz, when they all there, somewhere or the other, somewhere deep down, they lose a wicket. The partnership would be built in a very good way, and that fall of a wicket will be very costly indeed. So this time, Amir Khan should stay along with Syed Aziz in building this partnership.
Good over. So far from Mohammad Aisas, 14 overs have got completed. Malaysia A, 80 on the board for the loss of 4.
Required run rate has come down to a little bit of comparing with 2 overs back. It has gone to 6.5. Now it has come to 6.08, which is again a good sign for Malaysia A. And Hong Kong China A would be continuing with the spin attack. It would be interesting to see how they tackle that leg spin. Slip is also placed for Gazamfar.
$80 on the board for the loss of 4 here, Malaysia A, Gazamfar. Cricket facing a spinner is one of the most challenging yet skill testing the task for a batter. Like the pace bowling, spinners rely on the flight and turn and variation and deception to outsmart the batter. And this has been the good and decent one from Gazamfar so far.
Well, it's a good sign from Gazamfar as well. He has fielded well on with his own bowling. Tall man, he can extract bounce as well. Good to see
81.
still.
Yeah, you might be watching the IPL, Vijay. So we come across this name, Gazamfar, the one player in Mumbai Indians, Allah Gazamfar, an 18-year-old. It's a young aspect. Each and every season, we take Mumbai Indians. They're absolutely a great balance.
I 100% agree with you. I was about to tell this, but I was just looking on to this match. Well, I'll come back to the point. Wonderfully bowled by Gazamfar. Yeah, talking about Allah Gazamfar, who is playing currently in IPL. He's from Afghanistan. I've been following him in Pagiza League as well in Afghanistan, which is happening. He has performed well for over like about 2 to 3 years consistently in Afghanistan domestic. And now he is shining well.
$15 overs have been done and dusted here. The Malaysia A, 81 for the loss of 4 wickets here. And a good, decent spell from Gazamfar. Just 1 run in this last over, which he bowled. I guess this should be the time for the straight umpire and the players to go and get their drinks break. And we are back after this drinks break. Malaysia A81 for the loss of 4 here. Facing the spinners is a true test of a batter's skill, patience, and cricketing intelligence. And this is what we have seen in the last over. Gasanfa bowling a wonderful spell. And we are talking about the young aspects, the young spinners being part of the bigger franchise, in the IPL standards. We have seen Mumbai Indians, like Gasanfa, has been part of MI this time. And before joining into MI, he was part of KKR in the 2024. But finding out the right talents is obviously a tough challenge. Edged, and this ball will be going over to the boundary ropes, I guess, but there is a final stoppage came at the last moment, which I want to stop. It has been from the fielder.
There's been a wonderful commitment from the fielder in the deep. This is what bowler would be expecting. The commitment and the support from the fielders would always help them to boost themselves, and they can able to give their 100% in bowling as well. By the end of the day, it's a teamwork. Everyone has to give their best on the field. Fielders doing their best by going for the catches.
No slip, and the batter was actually aware of that. So the speed of the ball finally touching the boundary ropes, even if they have kept the fielder at their respective position, the third man was there and he can't do anything. Amir Khan will be getting a boundary.
It's a good boundary as well for Malaysia as they are nearing to 100 runs on mark. So they would be expecting this 100 to just go away from them, and then they can focus to next target of going for like about 150 runs on board. So they'll be going inch by inch.
One more at that same spot from the batter Amir Khan. So what he wants to tell to the Hong Kong and China team, they have to keep that slip fielder for him, Vijay?
Well, I don't think slip would be right now as important as it was before. I think it would be the right length which they can focus on at the moment, because as the ball's getting older, you can't expect more of a swing. Probably there might be some edges, but swing wise, well, this could have been.
Oh my goodness. This is not the first time in this over. If you just go back and see the 4 deliveries bowled by Mohammad Aizaz, the ball almost went into the same area against the right-hander and also against the left-hander. This time it is Saidas is getting a boundary.
Well, this time wicket-keeper could have took that catch. I don't think slip is required for that. If I'm a captain, I don't think I would keep a slip there to waste one of the fielders where I can place elsewhere.
Some elegance in his shot. Saidas is 36 of 30. Slowly, he's just moving on to the 40s right now. So the modern approach. So shots like reverse sweep, ramp, and paddle scoop become popular. Today, even in the first innings, we have seen one batter trying to play that reverse one, especially in that limited overs cricket to counter this middle over space. The key remains the adaptability and timing. Last ball of this over. Bowled almost on the pads and cleverly bowled by Mohammad Aizaz. This is absolutely a good comeback from him. 16 overs, Malaysia A, 91 for the loss of 4.
In fact, the last ball was well bowled by Aizaz. He had a fielder there, and also he has bowled to the right length. This is what I was talking about earlier as well. Bowling onto the right length is very important. You can't afford to bowl shorter length, or you can't afford to bowl the pure leg-sided length. Sometimes bowlers get carried away with the momentum what they are getting. Complacency comes into the play, and the fielder should have took that catch. Still, I get that flash of the scene which happened like a few balls back. Slip has been placed now for the spinner, but whatever it is, that one was not the one for the slip. Even the keeper could have done. Anyway, all in all, there seems to be looking like a change in bowling attack. Preet Kishore Kumar will be brought into attack. Talking about Preet Kishore Kumar, he stood up along with Hafiz Khan. They both built a wonderful partnership. They score what we see today as far as Hong Kong China A is concerned. 298 runs. These two, especially the man on screen, Preet Kishore Kumar, is one of the batters who did a good contribution. Can he able to pick up a wicket here?
And we all know like what he did today with the bat. Preet Kishore Kumar with the ball, anticipating the middle over strategy. Spinners who vary that flight pace and turn often they induce the batter to play some risky shots. Amir Khan giving the strike to Said Aziz.
It's always a smart move when a leg spinner will be introduced into attack. By the way, he is a leg break bowler, Preet Kishore Kumar. But having a leg break bowler, asking a left-handed batter to play would be a smart way for the batter.
রোজার মাসে সবজি ছোলা ও কাটাকাটি করতে করতে বেশি সময় নষ্ট হয়। ব্যবহার করুন ডিজিটাল পিলার মেশিন। এটা দিয়ে আলু, পেঁয়াজ, আদা, রসুন সহ যে কোনো সবজি ও ফল ছিলতে ও খোসা ছাড়াতে পারবেন, যা ঘন্টার কাজ মাত্র কয়েক সেকেন্ডে করে দিবে। শুধু একটি বাটন চাপ দিন, মেশিন নিজে নিজেই ঘুরে ঘুরে নিখুঁতভাবে খোসা ছাড়াতে শুরু করবে। আর আরেকটি বাটন চাপলে অটোমেটিক সব বের হয়ে যাবে, একদম ঝামেলাহীন। এটি স্টেনলেস স্টিলের ধারালো ব্লেড ও রিচার্জেবল হওয়ায় বিদ্যুৎ খরচা ঝামেলা নেই, সাথে শক্তিশালী মোটর তো থাকছেই। তাহলে আর দেরি কেন, আজই এই আজব মেশিনটি অর্ডার করুন এবং খোসা ছোলা এবং কাটাকাটি ঝামেলা থেকে বিরত থাকুন। ধন্যবাদ।
Amir Khan played really well, supporting role, scored 17 runs from 23 balls.
So agile slip fielders with quick reflexes. So while traditionally you see the modern cricket perspective, slips were reserved for the pace bowlers. Innovative field placements in the ODIs and T20Is have made the slips for spinners a tactical weapon. One more ball to go. And this tactics can be very, very crucial in shifting the momentum. Will he go for a bigger one or not? It's straight. And that hurted that fielder, I guess, but almost a decent stop from the fielder. 17 got over. Malaysia A, 94 for the loss of 4.
Talking about tactics, especially the last ball, we have seen the slip going back 2-3 steps backward. It seems to be looking like another tactics where batter is getting a ball where he is compelled to play one shot. Probably they were expecting for an upper edge. So if a batter gets an upper edge, then the ball can travel to that far where the fielder was, like the slip fielder was placed. Otherwise, generally, slip fielder will be a little bit closer to keeper, not that far. As you were talking about tactics, it's all rightly witnessed here in Biomass Oval between Hong Kong, China A, which is Malaysia A. Different tactics, different plots for each and every batter. Fielder position changes too accordingly.
And here comes the pace attacker from Hong Kong, China A. Malaysia A, 94 for the loss of 4. Good display so far from the Malaysia A. Maybe if we can tell that if we go back and see the scorecard at the initial stage, from there till here, so it balances the control and attack, the creating the opportunities, and they played something a good game so far. Such tactics. What was that from Mohammad Aizaz? Mixing up the pace. And yes, the key is, Vijay, they not to lose any sort of wicket here.
Yeah, absolutely true. When you have a player like Cyrus, he would be expecting another batter also to contribute on other side. Not only that, he would also expect that batter to support him to make this partnership to get over and over to the target.
Equal chance for the batter. So just a small power which has been shown from him, and finally the fielder is gone back towards the ball, and that's the stop came from him.
Well, there was an inside edge, to be very honest, because you see the bat face going to one part of the direction, and the ball getting hit onto the bottom of the bat, and of course, inside, like in between bat and pad, inside edge, what we call. That's how the ball has gone into the two fielders region.
Superb bowling effort this has been from Mohammad Aizaz. Amir Khan would have been gone, so that was actually a close delivery from Mohammad Aizaz. He needs to be very, very careful.
Mohammad Aizaz is bowling really well. 3 dot balls so far from his 4 balls in his third over. And every ball is bowling with a variety. He is making batter to think.
And this one, absolutely tremendous thing from Mohammad Aizaz that wouldn't exist in the standard field setups, especially against bowling Amir Khan. He knows very well Mohammad Aizaz is not going to give that much of width for the Amir Khan to play that shot. So that's why he is executing with the a good length.
Slowly and steadily, we can see Amir Khan moving to 20 runs from 30 balls. Partnership is very important for Malaysia A, and that is what we are seeing right now from Amir Khan and Syed Aziz. Last ball of the third over coming up from Aizaz to Amir Khan.
Bowls at the offside, and again there is a stop game at 18 overs. Malaysia A, 96 for the loss of 4.
Well, John, a question to you. You have did a lot of commentary as far as Malaysia cricket is concerned. Did you made a count of number of man of the matches what Syed Aziz has got so far?
I'm sorry, I'm not good in my stats.
No, every single match I was witnessing, I found Syed Aziz ending up with a Player of the Match award. A trivial question. Probably people who are watching in fan code can also answer that.
So I know you're going to ask me the second questions maybe on that max. So that's why I told you my answer on the first question itself. I'm very poor in my stats. Said is 37 of 33. But see, Said has been the valuable contender. But one cricketer, if I like to put on a good note or to highly rate in the recent years for the Malaysian cricket, apart from the Virendip and Sharvin Moniandi, I would like to say this man, Said Aziz.
Syed Aziz has gone through leaps and bounds. Well, Syed Aziz has gone through leaps and bounds in his career. And the one which we see here, Syed Aziz, it's a good shot from Amir Khan. And picked up a single.
See, there are
Amazing.
only few players which we can call out, like Syed Aziz can bowl at the death, and also he can bowl with the new ball, and also he can do with the batting contribution. This is like a rare scenario.
Well, I always term whenever I do commentary when Syed Aziz is playing, I call him as a four-dimension player. Point number one, as a batter, you see he's good on the offside. His cover drive is good. His square cut is good. His late cut is good. On other side, his leg side shot, as he lunges down, he goes for the sweep shot and he'll go for massives. So he'll go for six as well. So that one is also looking good. On other hand, if you ask me unorthodox batting shots, he'll go for ramp shots. He'll be walking, he'll be moving around, he'll confuse the bowlers. He'll go for sweep, reverse sweep. I haven't seen much of the scoop shots from him, but otherwise he plays really good. As far as bowling, as you rightly mentioned, new ball he swings in and away, and with the older ball he gets the right line and length. He bowls the cutters, and he also bowls
Something, a massive response here from the batter Amir Khan, rightly attacking at the very first ball of this over. So this will break the confidence of the bowler. So a boundary, 100 runs comes for the Malaysia A, and it taken almost 19.1 Vijay.
absolutely slow and steady, but still progressive. So as I was talking about Syed Aziz, he'll also bowl back of the arm delivery. His fielding is good. His captaincy is far more excellent. So yeah, the transformation is always very important as a cricketer. We have seen Syed Aziz making his debut, and from there you have seen the standards what Sharvin, Virandeep, Pawandeep, they all set up. Ahmed Faiz, never to forget about him as well. So the standards what they set, Syed Aziz has equaled them, maybe even much better with the four dimensions aspect. So today he's with the 38 runs on board as an out batter from 36 balls and with 4 wickets with the ball as well. What an excellent contribution from him as a Malaysian player.
But for me, you're talking about one of the greatest all-round in the Malaysian circuit right now, Saidas, is in the recent years, like how his game and evolution and has been got improved. He has got that skill and potential, right? But there are many good cricketers who lost their game and their playing style by didn't get that proper reputation and that recognition, and by losing their standards. That's a decent delivery from Mohammad Aisas, and even the wicketkeeper has got an appeal. But we'll have to check. The ball is straight away hitting the stumps, I guess, with the brutal pace.
Well, a wicket here for Hong Kong China A team. Amir Khan, as we were talking about playing a supportive role, has got dismissed for 25 runs in 37 deliveries. Now, the sole man who got stuck was Syed Aziz, looking for a partner to build a partnership. Malaysia A lost their fifth wicket for 102 runs in 19.4 overs. It could have been a different scenario if Amir Khan was there. But now, Malaysia A requires 197 runs in 30.2 overs and just 5 wickets are remaining. Ajay replacing Amir Khan.
And this is unbelievable pace from Mohammad Aisas. An all-rounder is more than just a player. They are the strategic asset who can impact every aspect of the game. The teams with stronger all-rounders like the Malaysia here, or the Hong Kong China here, have the advantage of flexibility, the depth and match-winning capability. But this scenario, Vijay, we have seen what Malaysia A, they were at the initial stages, losing the first 4 wickets in between the first 10 overs. And after that, one small partnership where got continued between these two, Amir Khan and Syed Aziz. But this is not the stage where they have to lose that important wicket. So it's like they've already, their partnership has already been broken by Hong Kong China A. So this is going to be a big question for them, like how they're going to raise up in this match.
Well, talking about the partnership we have seen as far as Hong Kong China A teams as well, where Hafiz Khan and other batters too. Well, there's a mix-up and a run-out. That's a poor communication between these two batters. That's completely unnecessary. Look at that replay. Good shot. And they was completely clueless. No call at all from the non-striker. He is not responding to the striker batter. Perhaps non-striker would have gone for a run. I'm sure they might have got run, but Syed Aziz said no. Now, umpires are checking out with the batter who got dismissed with this run out.
So it's a TV umpire call right now for that run out, and it looks like the straight umpire has came with the decision. Yes, Ajib has to go back to the pavilion. He just now came from that place, but immediately there is a big breaking news which is coming for their dugout. Is Ajib is already coming back to the pavilion without facing any big deliveries in this match. An unfortunate run out, a miscommunication came from the not even, you cannot say that the side is his fault, but Ajib has to be aware and the alertness has to be there. He has to know this is actually turning out to be a big chase for them, and he needs to keep calm and have to settle down and have to play the next few overs. But unfortunate, this is literally, you can't take it easier.
Sometimes what happens is non-striking batter has more of a view in terms of where the ball went and who's the fielder, whether the fielder can able to hit the ball. Sometimes what will happen is non-striking batter should go for a call. He should say no. He should have given a big confident no, I'm not coming. No, no run. So if that could have been done, definitely there wouldn't have been a confusion. If there was a communication like yes, no, shall we not, and taking the bat and without any kind of call, just moving here and there and giving kind of an indication, this is what usually ends up with a run out. Well,
So it's like a 1-1. In the first innings, we already seen one, and now it is time for the Hong Kong China A to do the same thing.
good observation.
See, talking about that run out thing, I don't know whether you remember this match, this famous match between India versus Australia, where India at 124 for 8, chasing the 216. The previous Lakshman and Pragyan Oja holding the nerves and the tense finish from the team India. So that one call from Lakshman on for Pragyan Oja, even in many interviews we have seen that Pragyan Oja got tensed and he was actually in the command of VVS Lakshman. So that is what the respect. You have to give that respect to your senior batter. So I was about to say the same scenario in the previous over for Syed Aziz.
First ball coming up from Preet Kishore Kumar, and it's a dot ball. I'll come to that point very soon, John. Second ball coming up from Preet. Cyrus is going for the handsome shot there. Has he got a boundary? Yes, of course he has. Lovely boundary from Syed Aziz.
Excellent pickup. This has been something and useful one for Malaysia A to get these boundaries, and already 100 up for them.
Syed Aziz has scored 42 runs from 38 balls. That's a good ball from Preet Kishore Kumar. You made a good point, John. I want to give an elaboration about it, but let this over come to an end. It's a short over. In fact, spinner is bowling. Wonderful spell so far from Preet Kishore Kumar. He'll be bowling his fourth ball of the third over. Lovely bowling again from him. No run. Back to back 2 dot balls after the boundary which he conceded. That's a good shot from Syed Aziz. He gets single from that ball. Mohammad Azri Azhar will be on strike, facing for the first time Preet Kishore Kumar. It's a good back foot defense from him. So by end of the 21 overs, Malaysia A or 107 for 6. Well, John, you gave a good example from the past archive, in fact, I would say. Well, VVS Lakshman was injured and he had a runner as well. And VVS Lakshman giving a call, probably Pragyan Oja was looking into VVS Lakshman rather than the runner who was appointed by him to run just because of the injury. He didn't notice that. So he was noticing Lakshman, he was not moving. But he didn't notice the other runner which was there for him was running. So there was a confusion between Pragyan Oja and the other runner. He didn't notice that. So that was a complete different scenario. But talking about this Syed Aziz thing, there should have been like a clear communication. Yes, no, that's it. There shouldn't be like a third call. Should we or shouldn't we? Smacked well by Syed Aziz, but just a single.
Yes, even though that scenario might be, we can see in a different kind of the aspects. But what I would like to say in this sense, so you have to be aware on the ball. In not only in cricket, not only in game, and also in life, in your day-to-day life activities, you have to be on the ball. If you are not in the presence kind of thing, then you will be failing apart. Because of that situation, you see Syed Aziz is an experienced campaigner standing at the non-striker, and he need someone to support at that time.
Well ball by Mohammad Azaz. This is what the length which they would be expecting. And main target would be Muhammad Azri Azhar, where they want to attack him and pick him. And his wicket would be very important for them as far as Hong Kong China A is concerned, because this wicket can bring another new man into the center. Once again, a good ball from Mohammad Aizaz, and Azri Azhar as well negotiated well, but he has to rotate the strike to Syed Aziz. He can't waste the balls now. The required run rate has gone to 6.70. Mohammad Azri Azhar is on strike, facing Mohammad Aizaz. Gentle push from Azri Azhar. It was a good fielding commitment, but single comes there for Azri Azhar.
.44 from Syed Aziz.
If you need interior design for your villa, hotel, residential, etc., Vilmas can help you make it. It's hard to match.
And yes, it is. Umpire has lifted his both hands up. What a beautiful six from Syed Aziz.
It's like a textbook cricketing shot. And I was actually expecting that Syed Aziz would be going for a maximum from 44 on reaching his 50 with the big hit. But yes, as I expected, and this is absolutely a stunning six from Syed Aziz. And you have to have that gut. So, from 44 on reaching the 50 with the mighty big six, in the sense like on hitting a six, yes, you need that confidence. You have that potential. So Syed Aziz is having that thing very well, and he executed with the experience what he is having.
What a lovely 50 from Syed Aziz. I guess he's used to this half centuries and 3-4, 4-4 wickets in terms of bowling. No big celebration from him. You would be expecting only team to win. Wide ball from Mohammad Aizaz. You can't expect to bowl such a kind of ball to Syed Aziz. That would have been again dispatched to the maximum, perhaps. It has connected onto the bat.
He has got that flexibility, the depth and the match winning capability. Syed Aziz, they are often the difference between the victory and defeat. We have not seen that much of any big sixes being scored by the two teams in this match. But somehow, they're just playing according to the situation. Last ball to be bowled in this over.
Well driven by Syed Aziz. Will it be a boundary? No, it has been cut by the fielder there in the deep long off region. 2 runs coming into the account of Syed Aziz. By end of the 22 overs, Malaysia AR 118 for loss of 6 wickets. .181 runs required for Malaysia A in 28 overs. Required run rate is 6.46. Syed Aziz is still there fighting for Malaysia A. Scored 52 runs. An excellent knock in 44 balls. Can he able to get the support from Mohammad Azri Azhar and make sure they're sealing this match with a victory? We will have to wait and watch. Spinner continues. Azri Azhar going for a bigger shot, and he has connected well, but he'll be picking up 2 runs. In fact, just a run. He wants to give the strike to Syed Aziz, which is a smart move at the moment.
This looks like Hong Kong, China A. They're coming with some proper plans with finding the right tactics. They are already in the momentum.
Syed Aziz is going for the shot, and it's going to the boundary. And is it boundary or not? We need to check it out.
This has to be checked. A tough call for the umpires to decide. Maybe if there is any spectator or the groundsman or any other people who might be standing there, they are the right one to tell.
Well, it's just a single run given by the umpire. Azri Azhar is on strike. A dot ball coming into the play. Every ball is crucial from now. Azri Azhar can't waste the balls with the dot balls. He has to rotate the strike to Syed Aziz. This time going for a bigger shot. Azri Azhar. And he has got the 6. What a lovely 6 he has got. This is what I was talking about. He can't afford to go for the dot balls. Now he is pulling up the socks. He's going for the bigger shots, which is a positive sign.
I think he is not here to wait. He just want to launch some missiles in Baimas Oval.
It's a good cracking shot, but no run taken there. Preet Kishore Kumar is all set to bowl his final ball of the 4th over. Full toss delivery. Hit straight in the hand of the bowler, Preet. He couldn't be able to catch that ball. It was very difficult catch for him. Perhaps if he would have caught it, he could have got one more wicket. Umpire is checking out his hand. "23 overs up, Malaysia A 127 for loss of 6 wickets. Well, John, weather conditions are really demanding the players in the center, as we have already seen the same with the Hong Kong China 8 players. They were getting more often support with the hydration. But once again, here we are seeing with the Syed Aziz as well. It's very, very humid in Biomas Oval.
But you know, and I know very well, this Kuala Lumpur weather can be unpredictable. Short and heavy showers may occur, but sunshine often returns quickly. But right now, the sun is giving some better response for all the spectators, those who are watching this match. And we can feel it. Sidus is under this hot sun, and he need that water, and also to hydrate his whole body. And he's performing at this big stage for his team, standing like a lone warrior, and he's just fighting 290 plus Vijay, which we can't even imagine at this 50 overs under this hot sun. And of course, at this stage, 127 for the loss of 6, very, very high task.
surprising to see Wahid coming back after bowling the first over where he has conceded some wides, and then he has cut short his over, second over, where he started off with a couple of wides, but he didn't bowl any official over. Then he has come back now after that. What a lovely delivery from him. Express pace from Wahid. This is what we've seen in the early first couple of overs as well. But now again, we are seeing that express pace what he's bowling.
And if you just take a closer look upon his bowling style, at the final moment of his release point, that bending his whole body, and that too is getting with that same amount of that energy with the pace attack.
I can tell you why, because it's because he's not using his right leg while before delivering the ball. He's using his left and then straight away landing, but not using the right. Before the jump, you'll go for the right leg up and then left leg up, and then you'll deliver the ball and you'll get the follow through. But he has skipped one step, so which is known as skip step action bowler. So this is what we generally call as coaches. One step we will be skipping, so skip step action bowler. That is why it looks like that. His body is bent.
Perfectly said. And that might be the struggles and challenges in the middle overs. And what was that issue from the wicket keeper? He is straight away coming to the umpire and having a chat, and I hope things so. He is enjoying this game.
Well, you have to enjoy the game. It's just a matter of getting 4 wickets as far as Hong Kong China A team. So they would be enjoying each and every moment. It's all about getting the things right, basics right, from which they can take it forward. But as far as the Malaysia A is concerned, they have a mammoth target to chase. That's a massive wide from Wahid.
So actually, I just want to tell to all the spectators and listeners, those who are watching this cricket match, maybe from the home or anywhere, we as a spectator might tell that I'm standing, being as an umpiring on the field, so it could be very easier for him to raise his finger up or down for any other such situation. But I'm damn sure umpiring is one of the most challenging roles on the field, requiring that concentration, that quick decision making, and
John,
depth understanding of the game.
Look at that. Again, Wahid has dropped himself out of the bowling attack. He has stopped his bowling spell. There'll be a change of bowler as well. This is not for the first time we are witnessing this. This is for the second time we are seeing this. Wahid, who has bowled the first ball very well with a quick pace, but unfortunately couldn't able to capitalize further, and he has dropped himself out of the attack. Seems to be a bit concerning in terms of bowling department.
I think so. Wahid won't be continuing his bowling spell in today's game. I guess he need a rest. Maybe the another 2 matches which is yet to come in this 50 overs format between these two sides. But then what is the desperate thinking from the skipper of Hong Kong China A to give the ball to Wahid to bowl this over? So if he is not confident or not sure to bowl.
Maybe as a bowler, he would have asked that he wants to check out whether if he's back. That was a good ball from Zakir, who is a replacement for Wahid, and a single taken by Azri Azhar. Sometimes what happens is, as a bowler, even because I'm a bowler, so I can tell that pretty much confidently, sometimes what happens is when we tend to miss out the run up and the rhythm, we may not bowl well. So at times what we feel is like, okay, fine, let's not continue the spell, curtail the spell. But at the same time, after some time we feel, okay, yeah, let's go. We'll try to bowl. But again, if the rhythm is not coming, it is not advisable. It's a cracking cut shot from Hamza. And a single. Well, Syed Aziz, I think he is gone to take a rest. Retired hurt, if I'm not wrong. We need to check it out. Since a wicket has not fallen, so it's a retired hurt. So Hamza is replacing Syed Aziz. We have seen him struggling on field because of the dehydration. Probably that could be the reason for him to return back to change room. Since it's not retired out, he can come back to bat again. That's a good defense from Azri Azhar. A dot ball coming into the play. So John, as of now, I can say that Malaysia are in deep trouble because 6 wickets down. Syed Aziz is out. He's out of the ground for like a retired hurt. What a lovely bowling from Zakir. Well, that's the rivalry what we see. Hong Kong, China A versus Malaysia A. Good pace and also good mind games as well. Last ball of the 24th over coming up. Lovely drive from Mohammad Azri Azhar. No run taken. So 24 overs up, Malaysia A 131 for 6.
Here, actually, in this match right now, in that last over, 2 things which has got happened. One is Wahid coming to bowl his second over, and he is not sure. So he has just got that same hurt and that pain, and immediately there is a change in bowling from the Hong Kong China A. And the another thing from the Malaysia A is like Syed Aziz was looking very stronger and adding some runs for Malaysia A at this stage. So he's been went back to the pavilion by not in the dismissal mode. So unless of the retired out, I guess you see 168 is the chase for Malaysia A from this scenario. So even I guess if Syed Aziz is coming to bat down the order, maybe not at the 8th, maybe he can come and bat at the as a final batter. So I don't think so. It could be the right choice, but when he is coming, I think that the game which has already got over.
You have a fair point as well, but looking at the medical point of view and also as a player's point of view, safety comes first. And he was looking very much dehydrated and not feeling well. And I'm sure that he has gone due to the sickness to change room. Otherwise, I think he would have given a good fight until the end. But you have a valid point, even coming as a last batter in and without any support. And if Syed Aziz is still capable of batting, even for like 10 overs or even 12 overs. But in meanwhile, the other batter gets out, or if there's big amount of runs on the board to be scored, it wouldn't be easy at all. You have a fair point.
So the rest of the other batters, the tailenders, have to put some runs. So just they have to split and play that 168. I think we have seen in several kind of the international standard matches, this can be done if Mohammad Azri Azhar and Amza is going to be stand for the next few overs. If they get a good partnership, then
শিরশির অনুভূতিকে দ্রুত হার মানান সেন্সোডাইন র্যাপিড রিলিফের সঙ্গে 60 সেকেন্ডে কার্যকরী, ক্লিনিক্যালি প্রমাণিত।
আজকে কিন্তু লাঞ্চ না করে যাচ্ছি না।
হঠাৎ গেস্ট চলে আসলে নো টেনশন। কাচ্চি ভাই, সিরাজ চুইগোস্ত, ম্যাট শেফ ও চিজে ডিল নাও কোডে 150 টাকা ছাড়।
Just have to have a plan where they'll be scoring at least 6 runs per over. It could be singles or doubles or 3 runs. At least for next 3-4 overs, they should go for at least 6 runs per over. And from there on, they can try to get that 6 to 7. They can convert that 6 to 7. Then slowly they can try to make it like a 1 boundary per over, and the rest of them are singles and doubles. There's an appeal from the keeper by he is trying to play the mind games with the Azri Azhar and Malaysia A lower middle order batting. Gazamfar got his dot ball. Third ball coming up from Gazamfar to Mohammad Azri Azhar. Once again, well bowled by Gazamfar. A dot ball coming into the play.
see, we have come across many close target when we are watching a T20 match. Even 12 balls, 40 runs is still a chaseable one. And we have to wait and watch till the last ball of that match.
Good back foot punch from Azri Azhar to pick up a single and rotate the strike to Hamza. So it's high time for Hamza to make sure that he's scoring the runs rather than wasting the balls. Probably he can also rotate the strike and give the strike to Azri Azhar. Hamza going for the bigger shot. And he has got a boundary. Good start from Hamza. He has got his first boundary of the match in much required time for Malaysia A. He is enjoying this moment for sure.
Putting his full pace of the bat against the spinner. So luckily he got that boundary. Shots like this needed for Malaysia A at this moment. And this may give a little bit of hope for them to stay alive in this game.
Once again going for the bigger shot, Hamza. And he has got a maximum, I suppose. And yes, it is. Sixer from Hamza to end this 25th over. What a lovely knock from him. Malaysia A are moving on to 143 runs for the loss of 6 wickets. And Hamza slowly and steadily moves from 6 to 12 runs on the board under his name.
Some good looking shots played by Hamza in that last over. A boundary and a 6. He is not the Hamza of Durandar. He is the Hamza of Malaysia A right now.
It's going to be interesting contest. Good shot from Azri Azhar, but straight into the long off region. Nasrullah will be continuing his 6th over. He bowled really well in his first 3 overs, but in the previous over, which was apparently his 5th over, he was very expensive. We didn't expect that kind of runs flow, thanks to Syed Aziz, who made sure that runs were coming on board. Now it's time for Nasrullah to switch the gears. Azri Azhar is on strike facing Nasrullah. What a lovely bowling from Nazrullah and flicked well by Azri Azhar. Yes, they got 2 runs. Very good running between wickets.
More runs needed to be scored by Malaysia A at this moment. The mental aspect of this game has to be there with these two batters, and they have to anticipate the match, predict possible dismissals, and communicate clearly. These two batters, they are the key to watch out right now for Malaysia A.
Azri Azhar is on strike facing Nazrullah. Well cramped by Azri Azhar, couldn't able to score a run. That's once again a good delivery from Nasrullah. He's testing the batter, Azri Azhar, in all possible manner. It's not easy for Malaysia A at this point of time because they already lost 6 wickets. And Syed Aziz, important player of Malaysia A, has gone with the retired third. Fourth ball coming up for Nazrullah. Once again, a good bowling.
I thought it's a fair delivery.
It was a full toss, but it slipped out of the sand, so he's apologizing for that.
Nasrullah with the full pace. This man, even after the 20 overs, he's bowling is one of the greatest bowling spell in his career.
What a lovely bowling from Nasrullah. Ball still got its lateral swing, which means apparently Nasrullah is using all his skills, what he has. Good outswinger. Late movement, but still, it can fetch you a wicket here. Azri Azhar is on strike. He's pushing for the single and has got it comfortably. Nasrullah has completed his 6th over. He conceded just 3 runs in this over. Malaysia A at 146 with a loss of 6 wickets in 26 overs.
Actually, that last over, we are witnessing the bowling action of Nasrullah with the pace, the bowling attack from him. Have you ever imagined what is the beauty lies in the in the pace bowling? The bowler was getting that longer run up in the favors of Shoaib Akhtar on those days. What is the beauty that lies in the pace bowling?
What is the beauty lies in the pace bowling in the sense it's an art, right? From the run up to seeing that from side angle or even from the straighter angle from the top, that run up. Sometimes even as a batter, when you see bowler coming from a long run up, would be fearing whether it will hit on the face or on the ribs, or whether to Yorker to put the stumps away. That's the beauty of the pace attack. And for a pace bowler, it's always to see cartwheel of the stump flying away, the 360 degrees of rotation. That's a good start from Zakir again. With the first ball as a dot ball, Mohammad Azri Azhar is making things a bit slower, which is not advisable at the moment because Malaysia A requires 153 runs from 23.5 overs. That's a lovely shot from Azri Azhar. And the fielders were being kept to protect the boundary. 2 runs coming into the play.
The reason which I asked that question in the sense is because, you see, after the 20 overs, the ball is not going to do any favor for the pace bowler because the pacers got that advantage only with the new ball. And maybe at the death overs, we can see the enormous number of the records being broken, being as a bowler. They may get as many as wickets as possible. In the middle overs, it's a high task and high challenge for them to get the wickets.
Good flick shot from Azri Azhar. They were hesitant to pick up one more run there. Just a single. They'll be happy with that. But John, it's all about a poetic way of expressing the space attack. That entire action, right from the run-up till the release of the ball and the follow-through. If you look into the slow motion, even if it's in international cricket from Dale Steyn to Betley, everyone has unique action, and even with the older ball that they'll get that reverse swing. Hamza getting a single on this occasion to rotate strike to Azri Azhar. $150 runs for Malaysia A, the loss of 6 wickets in 26.4 overs.
And you were mentioned about that reverse swing, and we were actually talking about that favorites of Waqar Yunis and Wasim Akram. And can you believe on those days how Wasim Akram was so special with the reverse swing in the old ball?
That slash hard by Azri Azhar and just a single. It's not. By the end of the day, you need to know how to maintain the ball well, to keep the shine on one side, maintain the shine, to maintain the shape of the ball, and also, of course, use of the wrist, and of course, how to cover up the seam, what you're going to bowl, making batters to get confused. There are a lot of things coming into the play. Good looking shot from Hamza. Ball is traveling to the boundary. Somehow Wheeler came into the protection, saving a run. Of course, saving 2 runs. In fact, 2 runs are coming into the count of Hamza on that occasion. 27 overs up, Malaysia A, 153 for 6.
We were discussing that ball techniques.
Yes.
Like that conventional swing, where the ball moves towards or away from the batter naturally. See, the Wasim Akram was the best example which I was given. Reverse swing in old ball. So it's all about the condition of the ball and the speed and technique. This has to be discussed more, because in nowadays we can't even see in the T20 cricket.
In T20 cricket, it's hit and win kind of a way of playing cricket. A bowler bowls, you swing the bat and it will hit the ball. If it hits, it will go to 6. Otherwise, you're out. 6 and out is what any of the Betley's banned. I think that's how we can express the T20 cricket in a single line. But art of reverse swing requires the time, enough environmental condition support. It also requires the shape of the ball, and the quality of the ball matters a lot. If you talk about Test cricket, Duke's ball, Kookaburra ball, and the SG ball, they last long. If you talk about the white ball, which you see in a shorter format, white ball tends to lose its shape very quickly comparing with the red balls. That's why you see often those older bowlers used to be very, very productive in red balls. And even in the white balls, the quality was completely different comparing with what we see now, the T20 format.
There's a fast bowlers in the modern cricket mastering that reverse swing. The old ball is actually a game changer. So they test the batter's technique and the temperament while providing the teams with a powerful wicket-taking option. So in those days, we have got so many wicket-taking option bowlers because that's why they are called as the legends. You can call out from the many names like from Chaminda Bas, Zahir Khan. So these are the bowlers. They are so special, with the new ball, and also they can bowl at the middle overs, and they can come and create a big impact even at the death overs too. So that's a special out of in the pace bowling with the left arm bowlers.
There are very few, as you mentioned a few names. There were very few bowlers who could able to bowl different phases of the game. Not everyone can able to bowl with the new ball. Not everyone can able to bowl in death overs. I did ample number of interviews for the last 3-4 years for the cricketers. I was checking out with them. Some said it's comfortable to bowl in the death overs, but we can't able to get that control with the new ball. Some said, we are comfortable to bowl with the new ball, but in the death over, it would be very difficult for us because batters will be smacking. Even one ball, when we get smacked and we get our confidence to ruin. Very few bowlers can able to do that altogether. As you mentioned, Wasim Akram can do, Waqar Yunis can do. In fact, Waqar Yunis started his career with the older ball. He was not given the new ball. Imran Khan and Wasim Akram used to bowl with the new ball, and Waqar was the first change bowler or second change bowler because even Akif Javed used to be there, so he used to be like second change bowler.
That too without no T-shirts and no jerseys in their nets with the draw pace. Can you imagine on those days for the batters facing Waqar Yunis on the nets?
Nasrullah is continuing his 7th over, handsomely driven, and they'll be getting 2 runs for sure. Well, talking about Waqar Yunis, he was also talent hunted by Imran Khan, and Waqar Yunis used to be good with the new ball, but he was not given immediately the new ball. He was asked to bowl with the older ball. With that older ball, he used to bowl about 140 plus to 150 plus kilometers per hour. Trust me, it's not easy to bowl with the older ball. Even with the new ball, it's not even easy. What a lovely bowling from Nasrullah. He's making batter to not go for the bigger shots. He's asking the batter, what happened? You could have gone for the shot. Mind games again.
あなたの課題解決します。
業務改善はこれ一つ。データ集約や DX 化、業務効率を上げたい。顧客管理や営業支援をもっと効率化したい。でも IT が苦手。高い費用は払えない。そんな皆様に最適なのがフレックス CRM。情報の可視化、データ活用や分析、顧客管理や商談管理など必要なものが全て揃っています。フレックス CRM は顧客管理や商談などのプロセス管理、ワークフロー、グループウェアなど業務改善に役立つ機能が一つになったクラウドサービスです。また業務に必要なメニューやアプリをノンプログラミングで簡単に作れます。これだけ揃って1200円から。
9 fingers and bowling with that kind of pace and using the art of swings both in and out swinger, and as the ball gets older with the reverse swing, it's not an easy task at all. And
Right,
he lost
but,
his finger while swimming. In fact, he was jumping from the tree, and I think he has cut his finger.
Yes, the childhood accident, jumping into the canal. Yes.
That's right. Hamza is on strike facing Nazrullah. A dot ball again. Once again, Nazrullah is bowling well with a good pace. Even in the last overs, what he has left out to bowl with, he is continuing his pace. He is a true athlete with the sheer pace. And with a good line and length as well. He's not giving up anywhere his line and length. It's time for him to pick up a wicket. Tested with a short pitch ball. It was almost looking like a bouncer. Once again, a friendly banter between these two, Hamza and Nasrullah. You can see a bit of aggression from Hong Kong China A team in this last few balls, which is looking very good now. We didn't see this much of the things in the early, but now Nasrullah is pulling up his socks.
It has to be there. Then only the game will get big interesting, right?
Absolutely. Last ball coming up from Nasrullah to Hamza. Going for the bigger room. And will it be a boundary? Well fielded there by the fielders in the deep. They are going for the third run. Absolutely phenomenal running between wickets. They got 3 runs in the last ball. In this hot and humid conditions, it is not easy to run. And now, these two batters from Malaysia, Azri Azhar and Hamza, are doing it in a style.
And absolutely, those are the valuable runs to add on the scoreboard.
By end of 28 overs, Malaysia A are 159 for loss of 6 wickets. John, look at the required run rate. It's still there with 6.36. As we were talking about game plans, probably 6 runs per over could have reduced to some extent, but nothing worked. Look at the last over of Nasrullah. They managed to get 3 runs in the last ball. Otherwise, I don't think they would have got the target of 6 runs. Zakir is all set to bowl his third over. That's a big shot from Hamza. And it's bigger one. Well, it's a boundary. Well, still, Hamza would be happy with that. Definitely, he would be trying to go for the bigger one. The next ball.
It's a moment that lifts the team and energizes the crowd. A big hit like this, it injects the confidence into the batting side. Who said Saeed Aziz is going and having a nap or a rest right now to come and bat as a final batter? Hamza says, take care, my champion. I will handle this scorecard. That is the response from Hamza right now. So he is looking very dangerous. Wicketkeeper onto the stumps.
Well, sometimes it may happen when the wicketkeeper is closer by to the stumps. Bowler may tend to lose their rhythm. This is not the first time we are seeing Zakir losing his rhythm, but already we have seen even other bowlers losing the same. That's a good shot from Hamza. He's got a single. Smart cricket. After a boundary, he has got a single. He's glanced the ball on the leg side.
Psychological edge. The bowler, especially previously dominating, now faces had the pressure.
One more single coming into the account of Malaysia A. Zakir should try to go for the Yorkers, but he has cut down his run up as well. It seems so, as the keeper is closer by, and also he stopped in between his run up. Yes, he has cut short the run up. Going for a bigger shot, Hamza. And it's a maximum. What a massive six from him. Hamza is doing the job of Syed Aziz, what he has left earlier.
This six is more than the runs. It's a statement of intent. Even in smaller grounds like Bahamas Oval, a six excites the spectators. What a shot! A boundary which has been already been scored in the first ball of this over, now six.
One more bigger shot from Hamza. Straight in the hand of the fielder. No mistake done by the fielder. And Malaysia A lost their 7th wicket. Hamza, the process of going for the bigger shots, unfortunately lost his wicket.
It's like that we are watching a movie in a theater, that the movie has got over and you can go back to your home.
Well,
what has just happened in Bahamas Oval, which you can't even take it grandly. Hamza was looking very, very strong. It's a crucial moment in this match, a psychological blow. Losing a key batter can shift momentum back to the bowling team here. Malaysia A, 171 for the loss of 7. What made Hamza to play that shot? Because since they have another 20 overs is yet to play, Vijay.
Well, when he's on a rhythm, there's nothing wrong to play those kind of shots. But the thing is that he should complete the shot. That's the most important point. Earlier, when he has got one boundary and a six, he has completed the shot. You know, once you hit the ball that you are completely got hit on the center of the bat. And that's the result what you'll be get out of that particular shot. But in the previous one where Hamza lost his wicket, it seems to be not looking like from the center of the bat. It didn't travel much. Perhaps if the pace of the ball is slower, maybe the batter Hamza should have given power to convert that shot to bigger one. Probably if he would have thought that credit goes to the shot which he has played, probably even if it hits the center of the bat, I don't think it would work.
Okay, let me ask you this. Any Vishwarubam from Vishwaruban?
First ball, dot ball. So by end of the 29 overs, Malaysia A are 171 for 7. Unless and until if Vishwaruban is showing as Vishwarupam, I don't think we can do anything. But it's going to be a very difficult task. Vishwaruban, probably he's a bowler and he's also upcoming superstar for Malaysia. And putting a massive responsibility on his shoulder would be a very, very difficult task. Of course, Azri Azhar is there, sharing equal responsibility. But the equation seems to be very, very difficult. 128 runs required from 21 overs.
The problem is not about the chase for Malaysia Yes, right now. The problem is they don't have the much more wickets in their hand. They've lost this 7 and it's all about the tail end this opportunity.
You have rightly said. Atikul Rahman will be continuing his 7th over. Bowling to Azri Azhar. First ball, dot ball. Azri Azhar is on strike. Pushing for the single, quick single. They have made it comfortably.
Atikul Rahman went for 25 today and he had just given a great start. But what do you see the greatest thing in the Hong Kong China A bowling department? Right from the ball 1 to till now, they have been something great.
Once again, lovely delivery from Atikul Rahman. Something great which I've seen was the pace. Consistently, they have been bowling. Right from the ball one till date, they have been bowling excellent pace and they are extracting the bounce irrespective of the ball getting older. And the discipline is good in terms of length. Excellent bowling again from Atikul Rahman. Probably the single would have leaked, but it doesn't matter for them. This is what I was talking about, John. The length, this kind of length makes batter to not hit the ball. They have to go either for single or maybe for defense. Since the field spread has been done, so they can get single, but you can't go for the bigger shots in such a length. Once again, good ball, good length ball from Atikul Rahman. With the blink of an eye, we are seeing here 5 balls have been bowled by Atikul Rahman. Last ball coming up of his 7th over. He'll be bowling to Azri Azhar. What an excellent over from him. What an excellent over. Just considered 2 runs in this over. Malaysia A are with 173 runs with a loss of 7 wickets in 30 overs.
"30 overs, Malaysia A 173 for the loss of 7 here. And this has been the tactical awareness to turn the chase into a possible victory here. This match is almost a delicately poised one. Everyone matters. In games like Malaysia A versus Hong Kong China A, the lower order contribution can define the outcome and create those thrilling finishes. Vishwaruban, 1 of 3, and Muhammad Azri Azhar, 23 of 36. Gasanfa to bowl is 4th over. A slip in place. Right time for this bowlers to get stopped this run, so that's why Gasanfar is in action. So he's just back into bowl to restrict the run flow. Vishwaruban coming as a tail ender. So this will build another pressure on the batter right now. To maintain the good line and length and targeting areas that makes this scoring difficult. Yorkers, slower balls and bounces are often used to limit the boundaries. This tall man Gasanfar, 3 dot balls on the trot to stop something. And that's another good bowling stuff. This has been from the Gasanfar. Dot balls and tight overs psychologically will pressure the batters. The spinner like Gasanfar at the middle over coming back very stronger and bowling this 4 dot balls on the trot. Vishwaruban, what he is just going to do right now? It's a big ask. Another stop. What an over this has been from Gasanfar. 5 dot balls on the trot. Earlier at the first innings, we have seen that Amza went for that maiden over at the 42nd over. Will Gasanfar is going to do the same thing for Hong Kong China A. Slashed at the offside, and finally a 1 run to keep a strike to face the next over. Vishwaruban. So 31 just got completed. 174 for the loss of 7 Malaysia.
Well, John, talking about this excellent over, even spinners are trying to give a good support to the pace attack. That's the most important point. We were talking about pace attack of Hong Kong China A's team, but talking about spin attack, we should also give the credit to Gazampur. Although he didn't pick up any wicket, but look at that number of dot balls he was bowling, which is tremendous.
That's a great one. Atikul Rahman right now is just taking that one more option in his bowling thing to get these two batters out. But what I feel that Hong Kong China are desperately in a mood to finish of this innings, right? So that is what the shift is happening.
100% true.
The throw which has been came from the fielder and Vishwaruban, it just seems like got frustrated and more thing to go in this match for him. Mohammad Azri Azhar, 23 of 36, which I felt like you might also having the thought Mohammad Azri Azhar is batting for so long time, I guess, right?
Definitely.
Short third man was there and another throw which has been came from that area. So 6.64 required a run rate. So which means at least they need to score 6+ runs in an over to chase this target of 123 from 18.3.
Well, I'll tell you why Azri Azhar is facing a lot of time in the center. Well, I'll give you an explanation for that. Azri Azhar has been playing alongside Syed Aziz, and Syed Aziz took a lot of strike when he was playing against with Azri. And you've seen number of balls which Syed Aziz has played and also has rotated the strike, given a few opportunities to Azri.
Big appeal came from Atikul Rahman. Maybe the wicket keeper was not a confident person. So that's why Atikul Rahman kept silent. It's straight and a chance for the run out. Oh my word! What was this? I can't take this. This run out thing from the Malaysia A. It's like a total collapse from the non-striker. Not for the very first time that we have seen this thing in this match. It happened at the first innings too. And for Malaysia A, at this moment, this two, the batters' runs are going very, very stronger. But Vishwaruban is just going back to the pavilion after losing his wicket.
Well, even I'm also surprised with that. There was no any intent or commitment from the batter to reach out to the crease, and I felt there was no fight at all. Well, a sad story for Malaysia A, losing the 8th wicket in 32 overs for just 176 runs. They have mammoth target of 123 runs, which has to be scored in 18 overs. Syed Aziz is coming back, which is a good news for Malaysia A team. He went to change room for retired hurt. He was sick because of the dehydration, and now he is back. He is the last hope for Malaysia A. Malaysia A would be expecting something from him, some miracle, because we have already seen Azri Azhar has been there for a very long time. Forget about number of balls which he has faced and forget about number of runs he scored, but he was supporting Syed Aziz for long. And considering all those things, if these two can able to build a partnership from here, it is possible match for Malaysia A to win. cricket is a funny game. We can't say that the game has come to an end, but it can take you to any extent. This match also can be clinched by Malaysia A, but it's all between these two who are right now in the center, Syed Aziz and Mohammad Azri Azhar.
Bowled almost onto the stumps. Gasanpa. $176 for the loss of 8, and Syed Aziz is back into the crease. He's at a final hope. Azri Azhar is on strike. Will he go for a big hit or not? And Syed Aziz needs that some standing partner.
Well, the required run rate is steeping high. It's 6.96 at the moment. Firstly, that should be cut down to 6. That should be the first target.
It's high in the air. Someone is there to grab the ball, but Mohammad Azri Azhar says that that ball is actually clearing the boundary rope. That's a big maximum that we are witnessing after a long, long time. And even Syed Aziz is now coming and giving a lot of confidence to Mohammad Azri Azhar.
Fielder becoming spectator is what we have witnessed now. Azri Azhar going for the maximum, and he has gone to 30 runs now.
So this is the high time, I guess, for Mohammad Azri Azhar to put the bat towards the ball. Whether it's a boundary or a 6, they need some runs to cope up accordingly to the required run rate. As I've mentioned, 6 plus is the required run rate for Malaysia A at this stage.
Finally, we could be able to witness Cyrus's batting. He's come back to play for Malaysia A, which is highly commendable job by him as a senior player.
Super bowling effort this has been from Gasanfar, almost trying to stop the runs in this over. Even in the last over, 5 dot balls on the trot. At the final ball, he had just given that only 1 run.
Well, you can see Cyrus is limping. He's got a lot of cramps in his body. Yet look at that commitment. Yet look at that commitment from Cyrus. He couldn't be able to even walk or run. He has come to bat. Even the bowler is checking out with Cyrus.
So now the question is, will he able to bat?
We know about Cyrus, his grit, his determination. He'll make sure that he's standing there for country. He will be standing for his country and he'll serve the best. We have seen him several times doing for Malaysia, rescuing the team from the defeats to successes. Well, looks like he is not comfortable at all. He's trying to give his 100%. As a player is getting dehydrated and getting cramps, the mind also will be completely out of control. I've seen this kind of situations in the past as far as cricketers are concerned. Coming from the hot and humid region myself, I know how dangerous it is. It's all about dehydration. You can't tolerate at all. Mind cannot be under the control. It gives up. And even the body will also completely react in a negative way. So it's a highly risky one. But Cyrus has took that risk and he has come. That itself is a bigger thing. We need to appreciate it. Whether he bats or not, whether he continues or not, that's a secondary thing. But the primary thing is that he has come onto the bat. And John, can you also see that weather conditions becoming a bit gloomy? Well, Malaysia A, with a score of 184 runs on board with the 8 wickets loss. It was very unfortunate situation for Malaysia A that they lost wickets in regular intervals. And Mohammad Aizaz bowled really well. He has bowled 5 overs and conceded just 28 runs, which is like about 5 odd runs per over. His bowling average also seems to be looking better, and the economy as well. He picked up a wicket. The question is, can Syed Aziz come back to bat? He has come, he has scored a run, but now, is it recommended for him medically to come and play? That's a question, but out of my experience, it's not easy at all. It's not even advisable. It looks like a new batter is in instead of Syed Aziz. So this could be the curtains for him as far as this game is concerned. It's not easy for him to come back and play again. New man in, taking the guard from the umpire. Naveer is a new man. We have seen him in bowling. Potential spinner for Malaysia in coming days. We can also see slight drizzle out there. I hope it doesn't rain. Naveer is on strike. So John, once again, Syed Aziz, he has tried his best, and he scored a run, and he couldn't able to manage. So what do you reckon about his commitment? The way he has come itself is a bigger thing.
Yeah, it has to be there. The dedication and the commitments towards the game of cricket for a player is more than just a gesture. And that's well played, one from the batter. You see in cricket, dedicating a performance, whether a 50, a century, a crucial wicket, or a match-winning catch, it reflects the passion, motivation, and respect. He knows very well, Syed Aziz, okay, this match is already went out of the box for them, and players often dedicate their achievements. So that one wicket of Syed Aziz from this scenario, 114, first of all, his body has to be get adapt, adding an emotional layer to the game. So at this moment, his physical thing is not okay. So what he can do?
Well, I would like to add a point here. This time, Syed Aziz is retired out. It's not retired hurt, it's retired out. You can see from 8 wickets to 9 wickets change on scorecard. So he has come back from the retired hurt, and he couldn't able to further do the batting, and he's retired out now. So just a wicket to go for Hong Kong China A team to win the match.
And also the point, Syed Aziz today, he finished up his quota, I guess. His 10 overs, he bowled the 10 overs. So that is going to be the another thing that we have to get notice in this match for not getting that much of break and that rest.
Now the question comes, why Mohammad Aizaz is not bowling onto the stumps? It's a tail ender. Just bowl a Yorker. It's going to be a wicket.
So if he hit the deck or the fuller length, then the shot like this will be done by the batter. I guess
That's
I don't
completely
think
fine. That's completely fine. You have deep fielders who will be protecting, but go for the Yorker. Simple. Clear up the stumps. Now Naveen is a new batter. He hasn't played much, so bowl a Yorker. That's a best part to do when a tail ender comes. That's the attack from the bowler.
a full toss one from Mohammad Aizaz. 34 overs done and dusted. It's Malaysia Hey 186 for the loss of nine wickets. Yes, I can understand your heat and the pain of to go for that lunch because it's 2 p.m. already and
No,
and the
it's not lunchtime. I mean to say, it's a theory of fast bowling department because coming from the coaching background, it's quite simple. The basics has to be right. You need to be intelligent enough where to blaze the guns because you know this is the time. Tail ender has come, new batter has come. They can go and they can exploit the Yorker. It's going to be a wicket for sure. If not in 2-3 balls, it will be there for sure within 4-5 balls.
So just kidding. And all this spectators and listeners, those who are watching this match right from the ball one from today morning. So this is John, myself, and also my co-commentator Vijay. So we were actually doing commentary right from the ball one to till now. So commentary is not an easy one. It's a big heart, and we have to, go for the ball by ball, play by play, and it's to entertain the spectators and to share the insights of a cricket match. Oh, there was actually an attempt, the stamping one from the wicketkeeper, Gasanfa. Not for the very first time, but this time he bowls a little bit wide outside of the off stump.
Well, it's a good spin that spun from Gazamfar's hand. Leg spin, this is what known as sheer leg spin. I wish there was a slip there, but of course, as we are entering into the final stages of cricket match, you can't expect a slip.
Is that the man was there or not? But even though if there is a fielder and this ball has got the different response from the batter, so which means a maximum coming out from the Mohammad Azri Azhar. So he is saying that, okay, I can give some little bit of hope for the Malaysia A at this point.
Rather than hope, it's all about proving the ability because Malaysia A team is one big platform for all these young lads where if they can able to prove well and perform well, they can get picked up for international matches.
So these are the stages where Mohammad Azri Azhar, a batter like him, can learn. Oh my goodness! This ball has been launched over to the boundary ropes. What a rocket! Missile one has been launched by Mohammad Azri Azhar, and it coming little bit late in this match.
Nevertheless, Malaysia A are fighting back well. They scored 198 runs so far by losing 9 wickets. They're getting closer to 200 runs, which is a good sign. So you can tick the checklist. Then after this match, they need to sit down and work on the things where they failed.
Another typical delivery here from Ghassan for 2 sixes and 3 dot balls. Mohammad Azri Azhar, he wants to go for that big hit to convert that 44 into 50. Already we have seen that side assist from 44 to 50 on hitting that 6. Is he going to do the same thing? This man is unstoppable today.
Well, sometimes it's a risky to play such a kind of shot because you know that there's no way you can hit that ball out of the ground. Even the fielder was placed there, long on was placed there for the catching, and that this cannot be taken. So, by the 35 overs, Malaysia A are 199 for 9. Azri Azhar Scored 45 runs from 50 balls. What an excellent innings from him. He is fighting back. He fought along with Syed Aziz earlier, but now he is a lonely warrior. He's trying to fight back. He is trying to give the maximum contribution for his team. 200 runs is just closer by one run short with the 200. So that would be the first thing which they would be looking on. Naveed
I think
will
you
be
might
on.
have come across the word team spirit. Mohammad Azri Azhar looking for a big one, but with the single in this one run, 200 runs which has been came for the Malaysia Hey, and it taken almost 35 overs for them to stay alive in this game. And still this game has not yet got over, Vijay.
Absolutely. It's nice to see even the bowlers or tailenders are fighting back hard, which means that spirit always lies. It's all about how you exhibit it. Today is the time for them to prove it. It's a good opportunity for Mohammad Azri Azhar to get a half century in today's match. He's just 4 runs away to get a half century. It would boost his confidence in the next match.
So, what I would like to ask, what is the key takeaway for Malaysia A from this game?
That's a good question. It's all about planning. Planning is what Malaysia A lacked it, especially after losing 4 or 5 wickets. It could have been well planned and they could have took the game face by face. Of course, contribution through partnership is very important, but planning is equally important. Mere partnership doesn't make any sense to me. So like I was telling you earlier, 6 runs per over, it could be even singles or doubles, but 6 runs per over for next 2-3 overs I mentioned. But after that, they should go for 1 boundary per over alongside with the singles. So it should be like about 10 runs at least per over. So it should be like a plan-based kind of a cricket which Malaysia A should come up with in the next match.
But I don't know, like, you might have come across this word called like losing verdict to a winning verdict. So Malaysia A was already there in a winning verdict when Syed Aziz was on the crease, and they were actually on a good position even after losing some early wickets. But at which stage and where they lost their game?
I'll come back to that point. Very good Yorker from Mohammad Aizaz. Yeah, that's an excellent point. When the 4 wickets were down, I felt there was a massive opportunity for Malaysia A to somehow get back on roll. But the point is that after losing that 5th wicket, when the 5th wicket was down, it was like a shambles where the team lost its way, it lost its vision. It was trying to search for a new path every single time when a new batter comes in. I shouldn't compare with other team, but if you look into the context of Hong Kong China A team, after that Hafiz Khan and Preet Kishore Kumar's partnership, when Hafiz Khan got out, Preet Kishore Kumar alongside with the next batter, they were building the partnership. So the next batter also got like about 50 runs with Preet Kishore Kumar. Then Preet Kishore Kumar got out. So next one comes in, then he also tried to contribute in a better way. So the direction was always there. Focus was also always there. But when you lose that focus, then it will be very difficult. You can't search for the new focus every single time.
But here at this point, you cannot afford to the strategy, like adapt to the changing conditions. For an example, the batter may focus on playing safe and initially and then accelerating later. So if you want to play a safe game at that point, and then you will be losing the required run rate matters.
See, that is what so that is what the smart cricket is all about. Generally, we use the term smart cricket because you need to know that you need to be there on the crease. You need to support your partner. You need to adapt yourself. At the same time, you need to get used to the pitch condition. You need to be there for a longer period of time. At the same time, you need to also get the runs.
Oh, that one was a better display from Mohammad Azri Azhar. He can also play this shots like this. Even the non-striker was happy. Have a look at that celebration from Navid, because Mohammad Azri Azhar with that shot, he brings up the 50 on his style.
Absolutely, kudos to him for getting the 50 runs on under his name in this match. He played absolutely brilliant innings, because under the hot and humid conditions, when Syed Aziz was taking a lot of strike and he was there as a non-striking batter, rather than calculating the number of balls and number of runs he scored, we should look into number of minutes he was there in the crease.
So in cricket, a lone warrior is a player who stands out by single-handedly carrying the team. I guess maybe we have given this name some couple of players in today's match. But if I see the situation, Mohammad Azri Azhar is literally doing that, facing relentless attacks from the opposition, focused, calm and strategic under pressure. Edged. And this ball is not going anywhere.
I agree with your point. See, we cannot strike off the efforts of Syed Aziz and Mohammad Azri Azhar, and look at them in the hot and humid conditions. Still, they are battling it, and it's not easy at all. Look at the body; they would have been most tiring ones comparing with the Hong Kong China A team, because they played most of the time under the hot sun.
It's high in the air, and finally the catch has been taken. This long innings which has been comes to an end. Mohammad Azri Azhar, he needs to go back to the pavilion. So which means the game has got over. What a show. This movie has already got over when Syed Aziz were not able to, continue in this game. And finally, the hope which has been given by Mohammad Azri Azhar, some big sixes and boundaries that we have witnessed. Hong Kong China A finally winning this match by 92 runs because they have posted 298 when they came into bat, and this beautiful run chase were not being able to execute by Malaysia A, and literally this job has been done and got over by Hong Kong China A. Beautiful restriction, and Vijay, you can wrap it up.